fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Wide open. Amari Cooper. 30. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Attack, attack, attack. Check 43.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
No. Check 90.
To throw is Jackson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Let's fair. Come on, let's go. Check three. He's coming. We got double up.
Now Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Let's go. Right there, 54 miles. Hey, watch it. Sponge. No. Kill. Turn up. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Check.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch out. Check 3. Check safety. Check 3. Wide. Get wide. Check 37. Watch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Under 10. 10. Kill. You got tight right there. 49. Check 49. Check.
From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready? Come on, guy, 55. Watch the pass. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Deuce. Switch. Check 3.
From the 24, Jackson. He's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, they'll find Hines out of the backfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Naeem Hines. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10.
Steelers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now it's Jackson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. And a Steeler first down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check 13. Showing up. Showing up. Check 50. Check 50. Check. Check. Kill.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Taco Charlton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Tighten up.
They go play action now. Jackson is going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Slam. Check. Lucky.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Check 56. Here we go, 47. Go. 26.
From the 30 on second down. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. 46. 46. Let's get in there. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. He gets it left side to Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Back. Slam.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, kill.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got a first down past the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
That's good for our Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Kill. All day, dog. Jam. 26.
On first and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Check the backer. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 56.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Under. I got it. Hey, kill. 56. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Prescott now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Motion. 26.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 48 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead will swell by one more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
56 is the mic.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
56, right there.
Go, get out there.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Mike 56.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6-yard line.
47.
56, the mic. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. 36-yard line.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Dak on the option left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Any day. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Watch twist.
Check 43.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
56. Check 56. Hey, good. I'm coming. 56 the mic.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 2.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Check pass.
Done.
Why?
We're going to 54. Why?
36.
Prescott to throw this time. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
10th carry now for Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
56. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll run with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
First down, Steelers.
Jackson now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Sponge. No. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On the delay, here's Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 6 yards. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let go.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check 37. Check 37. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Under 10. 10. Kill, kill, kill. You got screen. You got take.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. And read. Right there. 54 mics. Set. Cut. Watch
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under crunch. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Slip.
They go play action with Jackson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Six guy. Check six guy. 64. Weak. Mike 55. Mike 55.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. He'll spot it at the 18-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.